is up, guys? We're currently in the testing process, listening to some IFBB Pro advice that I saw at the gym. They were like, yo, chill the fuck out on your calories. Drop that shit ASAP.
Yeah, I got one. You're a fat fuck.
So I dropped that shit, and we were 203. Now I'm 200. So might be fucked, but which one do you think is more important? Do you think the quantity of food and the food that you're eating is relatively decent? Is that better than having absolutely perfect food but less? Which one would be better? What do you think? I think the first option would be better, having more calories, but like your micronutrients are still relatively decent. It's just like, maybe it's a little bit more dirty. It's not absolutely fucking terrible, like candy and like donuts and shit and pizza like that. Like no deep fried food, no like pure sugar, but like the food that you're eating is still decent. I think that's better than, you know, eating like quality carbs and whole proteins or some shit.
So theoretically, the more muscle you have, typically the stronger you are, right? Your boy just pushed 315 on the bench like it was fucking nothing. Theoretically, I'm supposed to be stronger. And last bulk, I ended at like 190. I'm fucking 200 now. And there's no way I have 10 pounds of extra fat like I did before. My abs were barely visible at 190 last time. Now I have a full separation. They look watery because I'm 200 goddamn pounds. I'm not 200 absolutely diced, obviously. That just gives you an idea of like the difference between last bulk and this bulk. I think it's sick as hell. Honestly, I'm most likely gonna drop below 200 here soon with this new amount of calories. But what's crazy is that it's not easier to eat. I'm eating 7 times, but it's like just as difficult as it was eating 5,100. There's not much of a difference. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, damn. Let's say I hit 210. That's 20 pounds heavier than last bulk. And I only lost around 18 pounds, I think, when I cut. So I went from 190 to 179. So 11 pounds? No way I only lost 11 pounds. I guess I didn't have that much fat on my body if I only had to lose 11 pounds. But I'm not very big to begin with. I'm 200 pounds, yeah, but I'm 6 foot. So it spreads quite evenly. But okay, so let's say I lost 11 pounds. If I'm 211, relatively lean still, because I am eating cleaner, and if I get 211 with this clean food, then drop down to 200, and I'll be 200 lean on stage, that would be freaking phenomenal. I think I'm gonna hit higher than 210 though. I think if I manage to continue to gradually increase perfectly, then I can hit like 215 or 215 or more, hopefully, if I continue at a steady pace. The only issue is I mega fucked up my calories at the start, which skyrocketed me. Like I just shot up. I went from 180 to just fucking 200 instantly in a week, or like a week and a half. And I didn't know which would be better, to like hold on to it or to like try to drop it again. Honestly, the best case scenario would just be to not do it in the first place, but my ass could not handle not eating anymore. I absolutely had to. I think next go around, I'm gonna try to gradually increase it. Hopefully. I say that now, but you know, peak cut is a completely different mentality. But since I already lived through it, I think I'll be better this time. Although I'm gonna push it even harder next time, so who knows? So as you guys know, all I do is work out and watch anime. All of my free time is spent just sitting down and literally binging every single anime that piques my interest. Of all of the seasons, you go to like my anime charts and it gives you like the animes that have dropped this season and what's coming out next season, like the winter and summer and all that shit. I've watched everything since 2025 and 2026. So I'm like, shit, okay. Everything except for like the isekai cookie cutter bullshit. I'm not gonna watch that because it's all ass and I hate isekais. For the most part, Mushoku Tensei is absolute peak, ReZero's all right. Those are like the only 2 exceptions. So then I'm like, okay, what do I do? Drop it back to fucking 2020 and see if there's any good shit there. And there is. So I have all of 20, and I can go back further, but that's when it starts getting into like the weird anime art styles and stuff like that. So I thought I'd just start with 2020. That gives me 4 years to work with, 4 or 5 years of just anime. So I have a huge list now, and one of them that I'm watching right now is called Gleipnir or something like that. It's the one where the dude turns into like the bear mascot or raccoon mascot, something mascot. That one's really good. Definitely some edgy vibe, but like not crazy. It's not crazy edgy to where it ruins it, but it's pretty good. I recommend that one. So far, it's called a seinen. You know how there's like shonen and then there's another one called like seinen or something like that. I think I like that genre, but it gives me a different taste other than romance. Don't get me wrong, romance is the shit, but I ran out. So we'll have to explore other genres. I just finished My Senpai's Annoying. That one was all right, although it wasn't really a romance because nothing happened between them. Orimiya was fire. My Love is at level 999 or whatever that one's called. That one was fire. That one was good. Oh, so easy to get a bicep pump on this. So dude with dyed hair came to my restaurant, came in my section, or a couple days ago, I think this was Wednesday, he had like the coolest hair ever. And then I saw his hands were dyed. So I was like, yo, you dye hair? He's like, yeah. I was like, can you dye mine? And he's like, are you for real? And I'm like, yes. And he said he would for like $100, which I think is a steal, by the way, because after I buy all the products and stuff like that, it would be around 80. And then I'd have to do it myself, and then I would fuck it up. So labor is like 20 bucks. And then on top of the tip, I'm obviously gonna tip like 30 or 40% or whatever, because I am weak when it comes to tipping. I have to tip good. So he showed me his work, and I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's gas. I'm definitely getting my hair dyed. So the week after next, your boy is getting split dyed, pink and black. Hopefully I can figure out how to style a goddamn middle part by then. I think I need a curling iron, but you wouldn't listen to a poor person on how to make money, right? Obviously, why would you ask the broke ass how to make money? Same goes for bodybuilding. You're not gonna ask the small guy how to build biceps. When it comes to my scenario, I'm seeing people and I'm like, their video quality isn't great, but they're triple my size. So that's where they're getting more views than I am. My humble opinion. My video style, plus if I learned how to fucking edit, plus if I got super big, like physically, like mass-wise, I think my overall video quality would be exponentially better. Because I think I would still consider myself like relatively small in the gym influencer aspect. I'm not nearly as big as most of these people. So I gotta get to their level first if I wanna compete views-wise. Like Sam Solik style, right? Sam Solik's videos are like, all right, in my opinion. I personally don't like them very much, even though I make very similar videos where you just kind of yap to the camera and you lift weights. But he's a lot bigger than me, so it gives him more credit, you know? Dude looks sick, so it's like cool to watch him move weight because his muscles are just weird looking because they're just so big. For me, I'm just a guy. So once I lose just a guy category and I go to, holy shit, that guy's big category, then I think I'll see some results. I'll see some success. Hopefully I can get some snowball effect going with my views here, hopefully by my next show. But I mean, honestly, it's all luck plus effort and consistency. So if I just keep at it, I think I'll get there. The margin of error was like 1%, so plus or minus 1%. So if I was, so before I got so rudely interrupted by my friend, I inspired that dude to do his show, same show I'm doing, so in a year, but we bet a sword on it. So whoever wins gets a sword. That dude's a lot bigger than me, but I'm a fucking badass when it comes to consistency, so I got that shit locked. Whew. Anyways, I think I was talking about some sort of like muscle maturity thing. So hopefully this next cut, I'll have a little bit much more mature muscle, so it'll look a lot cooler when I'm lean. I was 4.5% body fat, which given the margin of error plus or minus 1%, which is what the lady said, worst case scenario, I'm 5.5. Let's route it to 6. I was 6% body fat. But like, the thing is, people who are 6% body fat should look a lot cooler than what I did. I had striations and shit, but I wasn't striated out of my fucking mind, you know? That could be a muscle size diff. That could be just straight up I wasn't lean enough. That could be like a muscle maturity diff, I don't know. If it is a muscle maturity diff and a muscle size diff, hopefully this next bulk will fuck my shit up. And I'll just get like omega big, just omega large in general. With like a whole 9 months of gaining size, I should look like a fucking badass. And this next cut will go absolutely apeshit. I really do hope my chest grows a lot here. I need my tits to get huge, baby. And I pay my rent this month, I own that. Dude, why are my traps so big? I don't know, whatever. Let's do a little back pose. I'm gonna get freaky, dude. This next cut, I'm gonna take it way too fucking far. I'm thinking almost death level. That's my thought. Where I'm like almost dead, but not quite. That's the goal. Where I'm like literally on the floor collapsed. And I get up and do my cardio anyways. Especially if I get to like 220, oh, you best fucking believe I'm gonna take it crazy far. Anyways, I already did my cardio, so I'm going home. I have 3 meals left today, so I'm kind of fucked because it's like 1 a.m., but whatever.